Hey guys, Justin Bryant here from selfmadesuccess.com. In this video, I'm going to show you 9 side jobs to make extra money from home in 2017. These are things that you can get paid to do online without actually having to be a full-time employee in many cases. So they can be freelance, they can be your own little side business. Some of them will take even part-time employees. And they allow you to make some extra money from home. They may not be full-time careers in most cases, but some of them can be. So I'll show you different places you can go, different types of opportunities you can do that will cover a wide range of different skill sets, so that there's got to be something here that really relates to what you're good at. So the first side job I want to recommend is just doing stuff for Amazon. Amazon has this thing called the Amazon Mechanical Turk, and what it does is it allows you to work from home as basically a freelancer and make some extra money by just working on small, interesting tasks. So if you want to do what they call human intelligence tasks, make money just by helping out their website, looking at different things. A few examples on here. You can look at their current jobs available right now. You need to input specific values displayed in the image, transcribe some stuff, find phone numbers and email addresses, collect printing data for a website, things like that. Just very easy. It even has some translation stuff. Very easy things that you can just check out and try and just do in your spare time. So you don't need a lot of, big experience and things to do stuff like that. They have your qualifications, what jobs are available. They have over 609,000 as of me making this video. And you can manage your account all in one place on mturk.com. And you're just doing extra stuff for Amazon and helping them out with different things that help their business. Number 2, you can do TaskRabbit. And TaskRabbit is more of a local startup in terms of it's an online business. It's an online website, of course, but it allows you to find work and extra things that you can do at your neighborhood or around the area that you live in. So TaskRabbit, if you want to be a handyman or handywoman, fix some pipes for somebody or do some roof repairs for somebody, things like that, clean some stuff, maybe run a few errands, build some furniture, move some stuff around, those types of things. These just chores and just everyday life type stuff, errands. Those are the types of things you can do on TaskRabbit, make money online. And you may even be able to just do a few things online for people, like, list an ad for somebody. It really can be just about anything. So some of it's online, some things might be offline, and it really can just cover just about anything, but you're helping your neighborhood out. Number 3, you can do some writing. So writing, of course, there's a lot of different ways to make money writing, and it's not something you have to do full time. It's very flexible, and you can do a lot without even being an employee of a specific company. So if you want to do freelance writing, for instance, you might start out on Fiverr. Fiverr offers $5 and $10 and $15 gigs. You just post a gig, people order through Fiverr, people pay you through Fiverr, you get your money in a PayPal account, and then you can deposit it or use it. So it's very easy to get paid. It's very easy to get clients. There's a lot of traffic on this website, so there's a lot of potential. This is mostly lower end items that you would offer. So you might translate some stuff for people, or you might write a short blog post for, say, 300 words would be a typical blog post for, say, $5. And you can scale it all the way up to a few $100s per gig or per freelance writing offer. So It can be scaled up quite a bit. If you want to take it to the next level, I would recommend Upwork for freelancing. You just go up here and become a freelancer in the top right corner, click that button, sign up, fill out your profile, and you can start applying for different jobs that become available from entrepreneurs, companies, and etc. But writing is one of the main categories, as you can see down here: blog writers, content writers, copywriters. Depending on what kind of writing you might do, you might get paid, $30, $40 an hour or more, depending on your clients. But these are going to be higher end clients on Upwork than on Fiverr. And your competition might be a little more skilled, but if you do a good job, you get good reviews, and you have experience, then you can make a name for yourself, and you can get quite a bit of work in your spare time just using Upwork. If you want to just do some blogging for people and get paid for each post, just by the post, $50 or more, this is a place here called makealivingwriting.com. And you can find 92 websites that pay writers $50+ per post. So you can write a blog post, get paid $50 or more. And this is a list of all the different sites that offer this kind of stuff. And this list is always being improved. It's always being updated year after year. So these are all current. So I'll have a link to that page for you. But another place, if you want to do blogging and do your writing that way, you can post jobs on ProBlogger, or you can find jobs on ProBlogger. There's a lot of contract jobs, there's freelance jobs, there's even a few full-time positions as writers for different industries. Depending on what you know a lot about, you might apply for different ones. And a lot of these are completely online. It doesn't even matter where you're located. So you'll see some that are remote or that say anywhere. Most of these are not location based. So you can work completely from home. Number 4, you can do some transcriptions. So transcriptions are basically when you take an audio, whether it's a podcast or music or a video or something like that, and then you turn it into text. So if you're a fast typer, if you're good at listening and making out words, whether there's an accent or not, or whether it's sometimes unclear, then Transcribe Me might be a great way to make some extra money just doing some transcriptions. You can also do these services on Upwork, Fiverr, and other places like that. Even the Amazon Mechanical Turk needs some transcriptions every once in a while, but if you want to just specialize in doing that and just turning different audio files into words just very easily, then you can make money with Transcribe Me. Another thing you can do is testing and user feedback. So if you have some extra time, one of the coolest and most interesting ways I think to make extra money is to do some testing for new apps, new prototypes of products, new websites. You may even get to see a few things before they become available to the public. And you can try them out, you give your feedback, you test them out, you do pretty much everything possible with the app or the software to make sure that you can help the business work out all the kinks and all the errors as much as possible before launching. And it's just a great way to make some extra money online. Usertesting.com is one of the best places to get started here. They're one of the biggest in the industry. You can just click here that says get paid to test and get started there. Or there's other ones as well. There's 10 others that you might consider, like Enroll. You have Startup Lift, Testing Time, Try My UI, different ones that specialize in different things. But I definitely would recommend that you try some of those out if you want to just make some extra money and you want to try out some new products and websites and stuff that you may be interested in. Number 6, you can do some graphic design. So if you're fairly artistic, there's a lot of different ways that you can make money from that. Now, you might start an Etsy store, you might sell some stuff on eBay, but it may be better if you design logos, design book covers. You can do that on Fiverr. Graphics and design, one of the top categories. Typically, people will sell things like logo designs, ebook covers, and things like that as far as graphic design goes on here. Or they might make an infographic for you. Upwork would be a little more high end, of course. You can do some graphic design there. And, here's a few examples: graphic designers, motion graphics experts. You might even get into some animations and things like that with Upwork because they have hiring clients. Or if you want to work with a specific company that allows you to compete and make money as just a graphic designer, and where all the traffic to the website is people looking for graphic design needs, like labels for products, like t-shirt designs, like logos and things like that, even vehicle wraps like you can see there. 99 Designs might be the place to go. Now, they're one of the most high-end, most well-known graphic design online companies where people compete when an order is made for a certain type of design. So if I, as an entrepreneur, wanted to go order something, maybe for a product label, I would go to 99 Designs, I'd pay a few $100s, and you, as the graphic designer, and some others would compete to give me the best design. And whoever's design I pick gets paid a lot, and you can kind of get all kinds of interesting new projects in your spare time with this company. To get started with 99 Designs, you can just go to the bottom of their homepage at 99designs.com and click Become a Designer down here, right above affiliates. Also, another competitor of theirs is Design Crowd, which is kind of an in-between cost. It's a little bit cheaper, I think, than 99 Designs, but it's the same basic concept. You compete with other graphic designers to get the design. So if you're into graphic design, those are a couple websites you might check out. Number 7, you can be a mock juror. So you can help different lawyers, prosecutors, help them kind of practice and help with different scenarios that could potentially happen with trials that are online that aren't real, of course. You're not actually a part of a murder case or anything, but it allows a very high pressure position as a lawyer or a prosecutor to get some practice and to kind of do practice trials and things like that. One of them is ejury.com. Not the most impressive looking site in the world, but it's very straightforward, and they very much just focus on getting things done and practicing for attorneys and helping have pretend jurors. So you can basically help with online trials and get paid to do this in your spare time. A few other sites like this are Jury Talk, Online Verdict, Resolution Research. eJury specifically, you'll get about $5 to $10 per case. And those are just a few other options that you have. I'll have a link to this page for you if you want more info on it. But it's kind of an interesting thing to do. Number 8, you can do search engine evaluation. So I like this one because it allows you to kind of help search engines. And search engines make a lot of money and they get a lot of traffic. So it's very interesting to see how they work. And you get to see a little bit about that through sites like LeapForce and Lionbridge, which is the smartcrowd.com. And these allow you to basically help search engines like Google. Of course, search engines also include Yahoo, Bing. Those are the 3 main ones right now. And they allow you to help make the search engines better, help results be better, and kind of get a perspective from a real person instead of just relying on algorithms and errors and things like that that machines come up with. As kind of a case study on how this works, I'll have a link to this page for you called How to Get Paid $12 an Hour as a Search Engine Evaluator. This guy on the pennyhoarder.com makes a lot of money from just random stuff that you would never think of. And he talks about how you make money helping search engines. So you get to work from home. You can work when you like. Of course, that's kind of the whole point of this video. And you basically help search engines. You have to track your own hours. You have to keep up with your taxes and stuff. But that pretty much applies to just about any job. And it's really not something where you're a full-time employee. You're just kind of freelance helping them. So you have Appen, Butler Hill, Leap Force, and Lionbridge as the main ones that provide this. But search engines, I think, are very interesting. Number 9, last but not least, you can become a part-time virtual assistant. So if you want to find virtual assistant jobs, instead of being a full-time virtual assistant, you can just do it by the job. And you can go to virtualassistants.com to find a virtual assistant job board. And this can allow you to find different things that need to be done online that can help with accounting, billing, social media promotion, doing different things. Typically, it's like entrepreneurs that need things done that they don't have time to do. And virtual assistants can handle pretty much all those tasks. They usually give instructions to you, and it allows you to just follow step by step what you need to do and help them save time and make a little money doing it. Another one, if you want to join more of like a firm that does virtual assistant work, you can try Task Bullet or some other ones that are maybe more local to you. But virtual assistant services are offered around the world, and you can get clients around the world. And basically, you're just following instructions of your client and doing simple tasks for them. So, if you got something from this video, if you feel like you learned about some interesting ways to get a side job without actually having to be a full-time employee and make some extra money for yourself or for your family, then please like and subscribe so I can create more videos like this for you. If there's some other side jobs that are kind of like this, where you're somewhere between a freelancer and a part-time employee that you can get paid to do without a lot of experience, please let me know for the people watching this video so that they can see the other options they have. And if there's something you want to let me know about in the video, you want to let me know what you thought about the video, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm always looking to improve these videos and make them better. So let me know. And all the resources, links, show notes, and related content to this video will be in one page at selfmadesuccess.com under the title of the video. Also, you can find a link to that page in the YouTube video description. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great day.